So today is Thursday, September 25th, and I'm here to give you a fishing report on Table Rock Lake. So if you haven't watched the live last night, go back, watch the live. But I'm also going to show you some stuff on here last night that for some odd reason during the live, it was going in and out, and I just want to be clear so that you guys can be ready for this Yeti tournament this weekend starting tomorrow. So also, if you want to book on the water lessons with me, go to HeinzGuideservice.com, or you can text me, whatever you like to do, or if you want to book a guided trip, do this exact same thing. I'm going to leave my number in the description and everything. So let's get into today's fishing report. So like I said, all this week, it's been kind of a big change. You know, it was tough at the starting of the week. We were getting on spots, you know, the big Kentuckys and stuff like that. But when the rain came in, it basically filled up the lake about 2 feet. I think it's pretty high, and not high, but it's just 2 feet. And these bass are in the willows and they're roaming everywhere right now. So you can go in the backs of these little cuts and you can just get close to the bank and you can see 2.5, 3 pounders just roaming everywhere. I didn't catch a lot of big ones today. I was up in Ann's Creek and come out to the main lake some and got back into these little bitty coves and started catching fish. Also, I hit bluff walls today with my spook and just throttled them. This morning, exact same thing. I threw that spook. I never put it down until about 9:30ish, and then I picked up the Spro rock crawler and just started smacking them on that. Guys, these fish are dirt shallow. I'm going to show you some things on the graph and kind of places I think I would target for this weekend, so you can get this here as well, because a lot of you didn't watch the live last night, and I think it kind of skipped in and out. So the walking bait that I'm using is that Heddon right here. It's small. It's not a very big one. I think that's what they really want in the mornings, is that walking bait. I think they've seen too many buzz baits, too many El Chapos, stuff like that. These are also good to throw around boat docks, on the backs of the boat docks, on the corners, and on the front of the boat docks. Hit every corner that you can, bring that thing right there by it. And when you're throwing this thing in the mornings, parallel the bank, get up there as close as you can get and throw that thing right down. Keep it in that strike zone all the way coming back to you. They usually hit it within, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet after you've casted it out. They'll just come up to it and kill it. And then, like I said, after the midday, from 9:30 till about now, I threw this Spro rock crawler. It's that sexy shad color. As you can see, it's got white, it's got the gray on top. Also, I would get a big glide bait, a KGB glide bait. We sell those at Modern Outdoor Tackle, along with the Spros, along with these walking baits as well. So I did throw some jig today. I threw that 5/16. I was catching the fish. I would say the biggest one I caught was today is about 3.5. I weighed at 3.75. It was almost a 4. And I was catching the bigger ones up in those bushes. Now you're really gonna have to skip that thing underneath those bushes to get those fish to really come out and get it. Especially with the sun, and it is gonna be hot this weekend. So that's one thing that you need to really concentrate on, is finding those bushes back up in creeks, and you can skip your jig way up in there, and you're gonna have to pull them out. So yeah, I would definitely have 20-pound test on if you want to get those fish out of there, because you're gonna have to really pull them out of there. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm looking at on my screen here. These are places that I would really start targeting this weekend, just to kind of give you an idea. where to go and what to look for, okay? So I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, I'm just kind of show you places I think that you probably need to really start targeting. We'll just go right here. This is up in the James. Like I said, I haven't fished these spots yet. It's something I would probably do. You got the creek channel swing right here. They can come out of this creek channel, go up in here, these pockets, and they're really starting to feast on bait fish. That's stuff that I would start targeting right there. Okay, I'm going to take you in ants, okay? I'll even show you my stuff that I fished today, right here. As you can see where my tracks are, I literally come right down through here and started fishing this bluff wall, all through here. I had 5 fish on this morning, and that would probably put me in the 14-pound range right through here. This is back up in ants. Also, I went way back up in here. Bait is thick back up in here, right through here and in here. Okay, guys, I fished all this stuff and pulled fish, especially right here. You can see my tracks, how close I was to the bank. That's what you want to focus on and concentrating on, getting close to that stuff. Another big thing is shad. You need to find shad before you start fishing, okay? Start finding balls of bait. Don't just go out there and start fishing, okay? You really need to find that shad first, okay? So that, let me back off here. Okay. I came out here and fished this bluff wall. I caught fish all along through here. Nice largemouth, 3-pounders all through here, okay? Just, you can see my line. There's trees in the water all through here. You know, you can flip and skip that jig. I come all the way around here, fished all this stuff today. And I caught fish everywhere. And you can see roaming fish all through here. So that's one thing to start looking at, okay? All right, now let's go back up to the lake. If you're fishing, you know, ants, that's great, but I'm just gonna go back up here to the main lake. Okay. We'll just go in here for example, like Big Cow. I think this is Big Cow, yeah. I fished all through here the other day as well. You can see how close I was to the bank, what I was targeting, how I was targeting, all through there. You see that line, guys? What I did was I come back in here and I started looking for bait. You can see my tracks. I started following the bait. The bait was all the way back here, okay? So basically I just worked my way out and started catching fish yesterday. If you want to go all the way back up in here, make sure that you're in like a creek channel, okay? So this one as well. They like to follow this as a highway, okay? So if there's bait fish back up in here, wherever it stops, where the bait fish stops, just pull over. If the bait fish is so thick through here, and then all of a sudden there's nothing, just pull over and start fishing this stuff right here. I promise you there's big fish up in there, okay? So guys, that's about it. You really want to get in these creek channel swings through here. Fish this stuff like this in here, you know. You can go in these big creeks, find the bait fish, wherever the bait fish are up in these creeks, because they're starting to push them up back up in the creeks. So if you find a bunch of bait fish, like I said, that's what you can do to win this tournament. You don't want to waste your time, okay? If you're out there on the water and you ain't got no bait fish and there's nothing around you, don't even throw out. Don't even waste your time. They are feeding up for the winter. So guys, I'm going to flip this camera back around. I hope that helps you out a little bit. Like I said, creek channel swings, stick to the main lake stuff out here, find the bait and go fishing. Flooded timber, I'll explain that here in a second. All right, so now that we're back here, you really need to focus on that flooded timber that's close to the bank. I was throwing my spooks like I would throw that spook and I would throw it across that flooded timber. Okay, you'll see like a couple of stick ups out of the water, and I was just bringing that spook right by there, and those big ones are coming out after it. So I would concentrate mainly 1 foot of water to probably 10 feet. They're really shallow. Same thing with that KGB. That KGB glide bait, as soon as you throw that thing out, just start burning that thing. Burn it. I've heard lots of great stories of catching big ones on those KGBs this time of year. Wes has told me he has been catching some big ones. Eddie's been catching some big ones on those glide baits. So we also have the clutch. If you like the clutch, you can go into Modern Outdoor Tackle and get the clutch, but I've just heard a lot of great things about the KGB. So I want you to get good glide baits for what they cost. So guys, that's it that I have for you today. Good luck to you this weekend. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It always helps out the channel. Thank you guys, and great big things are coming for 2026. I'm excited. We're gonna do some new things, get some more content for you guys out on here on Table Rock, so that you can be more efficient out on the water and not waste a whole weekend trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm super excited. I can't wait, man. So guys, go get you those glide baits, go get you those Spro rock crawlers, and get you that walking bait right here. I'm telling you, this thing is on fire right now. So guys, you have a very blessed one, and we will see you next week.